Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Evelyn, and yes, long time no see. Happy 2025. I can't believe we're back. So one of my New Year's resolutions for 2025 is to get back into YouTube, transform my channel, revive it from the dead, because yes, it has been dead for quite a while, and I thought, what can I do to still hit the same audience, but also I know everyone has grown up since the last time I posted. I've grown up, I've changed multiple jobs, lots of things have happened. I didn't know what I really wanted to do, but I have come back with kind of some interesting content, and you guys can let me know whether you like it or not. But I'm trying to do more content around just me chatting to you guys about certain topics and doing a bit more research on the side as well to talk about them in a more informed way. So I hope you guys enjoy this kind of content. If this isn't something you're interested in, feel free to leave the channel or make suggestions as well. It's all up to you. Of course, you guys all have your own free will, which is something very exciting to talk about because today's topic is actually about TikTok and the ban that the American government is going to be putting on it or trying to put on it. So let's get started into the TikTok ban and why people are going to RedNote. So to start, let me give some context into what TikTok is. So TikTok is a short form content app, basically where people migrated from Musical.ly. It started off as kind of one of those dancing apps that everyone just has fun on, and it slowly grew to be this mammoth kind of app. My cat is really enjoying your company, and I hope you guys are enjoying our company. There's so much more on it now. There's so much news content on it. There's a lot of funny content, cat content, food content, beauty content, anything you want. Basically, people refer to TikTok now. So it has become a crazy app that everyone likes to go to, and I too am addicted to TikTok. But the topic for today is why the government is trying to ban it and some of the past bans as well on TikTok. TikTok is owned by a company called ByteDance, which is a Chinese company. The US government has actually been in talks about this TikTok ban for quite some time. So I'm going to put a screenshot here of actually an article that came out basically stating that TikTok is going to be banned this Sunday. So on the 19th basically, and say that it's just going to be wiped from the US users' phones. And actually this kind of thing did happen in the past with TikTok in India before. What happened in 2020 was that India kind of went through very similar concerns about their data privacy from some Chinese apps such as TikTok, and actually banned it from the country, so no one from India is technically allowed to be using it. Essentially, India saw TikTok as a threat to a lot of the security, and because of the data collection and how advanced a lot of the algorithms were, there were concerns. So that's actually very similar to what the US government has been discussing for quite some time now. Actually, the Trump administration tried to ban the app in 2020. So now we're in 2025, Trump has come back into power, and it looks like things are gonna change. And there were some conversations about selling TikTok into some American companies such as Oracle, Microsoft, but nothing came to fruition, hence why 5 years later, we're still talking about it. Some of the main concerns from the US government are around data privacy. So I kind of mentioned it earlier, but basically the argument is that because TikTok is tied to China, there are data privacy concerns, and some conspiracies are that there are Chinese spies spying on everyone and doing their little dancey dance in the rooms and stuff, and of course, there are concerns. And I'm gonna be reading off my phone just to get this right, but actually in some countries, especially in the US, TikTok has been labeled as a national security threat. So it has been taken very, very seriously, and a lot of officials actually say that the app could potentially be used by the Chinese government to influence public opinion and some propaganda as well. And actually, in addition to India banning it, the US looking like it's gonna ban it, other countries have also reinforced this kind of situation, such as Indonesia, Bangladesh, Pakistan as well. So it's not just a one country thing, but actually it has been a concern throughout some other countries as well. I'm sure all of you have seen the clips of the CEO of TikTok discussing privacy matters with the US government. and his ties to China. Meanwhile, he is Singaporean, and those were some very interesting conversations that, again, I'm sure 99% of you guys have seen.
Have you ever been a member of the Chinese Communist Party?
Senator, I'm Singaporean. No.
Have you ever been associated or affiliated with the Chinese Communist Party?
No, Senator. Again, I'm
Okay.
Singaporean.
Of what nation are you a citizen?
Singapore.
Are you a citizen of any other nation?
No, Senator.
Have you ever applied for Chinese citizenship?
Senator, I served my nation
I'm
in Singapore. No, I did not.
Do you have a Singaporean passport?
Yes, and I served my military for two and a half years in Singapore.
Do you have any other passports from any other nations?
No, Senator.
Your wife is an American citizen. Your children are American citizens.
That's correct.
Have you ever applied for American citizenship?
No, not yet.
He has addressed a lot of the concerns that the US government has put forward, and he makes very valid points within them as well. So those conversations happened quite a few years ago. We're back on it now with Trump back in power. It looks like there may potentially be a genuine TikTok ban in the US. What are people doing to combat the fact that there's going to be a ban on TikTok? Because that is everyone's bread and butter, everyone's life over the last who knows how many years. How many years have you all been using TikTok? Because it's been a huge part of my life. I think I got addicted to all of this because of TikTok. Actually, a lot of people have been migrating to an app called RedNote, or also known as 小红书, which directly translates into Little Red Book. Ironic because it's another Chinese app and it's basically made for Chinese citizens only. It's not tailored at all to a Western audience. You can download the app in English, so a lot of the settings will be in English, but most of the posts up until recently have all been in Chinese, and they're very, very tailored towards a Chinese audience. So it's a very interesting move. And as a kind of westernized Chinese person, because I grew up around the world and I didn't grow up in China, I actually only recently got into using RedNote a couple years ago. The best way to describe it is like a Pinterest board. So you can have posts, you can have videos, but it's just a bit more interesting, I think. I know a lot of you who are on TikTok probably have seen 小红书 makeup, which is very stunning makeup, like shiny, like very gorgeous. And so you'll probably be aware of this name, but have you ever used it? So let me delve a little bit into how you can use Little Red Book effectively. So when you first go into the app, you see your explore page, which is essentially your For You page if you want to compare it directly to TikTok. So your explore page is your For You page, and at the top you can see the different words. So there's live, manicure, fashion, food, cosmetics, hairstyle, music. This is all stuff that I'm interested in. So let's say I want to particularly focus on cosmetics. You click into that and it's basically a For You page just about cosmetics. And you can see my Red Book is basically already taken over by people who have escaped TikTok to use this. So it's interesting because this is what day is it? The 15th of January, and it's already like this. So it's crazy to see from having just all Chinese users to basically having so many non-Chinese users. It's very, very interesting to see. So that's one thing. And then when you go into the follow, of course, is very self-explanatory. It's everyone you follow. Go into the nearby, which is quite an interesting section that TikTok doesn't really have. But again, it might raise concerns about your privacy because it actually looks into your location, which I do believe you can turn on and off, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while since I downloaded it. And you can see people who have posted nearby you. So I live in London, and you can see that a lot of the posts are by people who are near London and speak about it. And then at the bottom, you can see the trending, which is essentially what I would call YouTube Reels or like Instagram Reels. All videos, it's almost just like a TikTok, all videos. You can scroll, and it will be things that you're interested in. So me, you can see that I'm very much interested in K-pop, so a lot of it is that. And then you have the middle button, which is uploading a video. Your messages as well, you can see exactly who has been messaging you. It's very normal what you can see your drafts, you can see exactly what's been posted, how many views, how many likes, how many followers, all of that. And you can edit your profile very, very much. It's very personalizable. So it is a really easy to use app. The one thing is that a lot of it is in Chinese. Go back into home and you click the top 3 dashes. You can see the Discover Friends, Creator Center, Drafts, My Comments History. So this is a bit more what I would say tailored towards a creator dashboard a little bit. I'm not a full-blown creator on Red, so I can't speak for exactly what it would look like if you were a full-blown creator. I think they're a little bit different settings. But again, this is just from a normal user perspective. Just some fun things about Red that I think are amazing and what I always use it for are food recommendations and places to go and visit. You go on Red and you search up places to eat in London or best seafood restaurant in Edinburgh. They will hook you up. They will tell you exactly the price, what they ate, how they would rate it. Like, they are very, very good and very, very honest about all the reviews around food. They're very into their food, but also places to go and visit. And then there are some hot pot places around London that we're like, should we go look and have a meal there? Oh wait, let me check on Red before we go. So it is very much a go-to place for people who can read Chinese to get recommendations and just thoughts around places to eat and places to visit. It is genuinely a really fun app when you get into it, and if you do end up downloading it, I do hope you have a really good time playing with it because there's a lot, but it is genuinely such a good time. I can read Chinese at a basic 5-year-old level, probably, maybe less, so I can navigate it quite easily, but for people who maybe don't read it at all, it might be a little bit difficult. So let me know if you have any questions about RedNote, and I'm happy to answer. The TikTok ban of, you know, we don't want the data and privacy issues to go to China, and people going to a Chinese app seems a little bit ironic. Let me know your guys' thoughts about this whole TikTok ban situation. Do you think it's actually going to go through? Is TikTok going to be banned? Have you downloaded Redbook or RedNote? I keep calling it Redbook because in Chinese it is Little Red Book. Have you downloaded it? Have you played around with it? Is it easy for you guys to use? And I'm just really curious to hear your thoughts around this kind of content as well. I just want to make more informed content around the different issues in the world, but also just more commentary stuff. It won't just be around mainstream stuff around like TikTok and stuff, but I want to talk about some more niche topics as well. Like recently, Hellooooooo, who is a Chinese actress, has gone through quite a lot of health issues, and I really want to discuss those kinds of things as well. But I also want to keep to my roots of drama content, so I want to make long drama form content as well, just discussing the dramas as well as my thoughts and feelings around them. So please let me know how you feel about it. If you like it, if you don't like it, I'm very open to anything because I'm kind of rusty about making videos, so please let me know how you feel. But I really genuinely hope you did enjoy, just have a bit of a chat. I hope you enjoyed my labubu's. I hope you've enjoyed my cat, and I really look forward to seeing you guys next time. Bye!